So look, first of all, it's always look at the question to decide what is the dependence of the variable, who depends on what. So this question itself is telling you that Z is dependent and it is dependent on X and Y.
X.
This relation becomes very, very important every time you solve. Okay.
It means Fx over Fz, right?
It is
the first one. It's equals Fx over Fz.
Fx over Fz?
Yeah.
No, actually not. It is just Z variable depends on X and Y.
Okay.
So you should be writing Z in terms of everything else.
Okay.
That's what it means.
Okay.
So now we will do differentiate partially with respect to X.
Okay.
So whenever we are doing partial differentiation and we are differentiating with respect to X, the other independent variable is treated as constant.
Okay.
So you will treat Y as constant. It is not a constant, but you're going to treat it as a constant.
Okay.
Okay. Now, understand when I say Z depends on X and Y, it is like Z has X in it.
Okay.
Z is made up of X and Y. That's what they're trying to say.
Okay.
All right. So now when we differentiate partially with respect to X, first do the right hand side. Okay. This is easy. This is 0. The first one. Then derivative of X square is going to be 2x. Y square will not bother. It will leave it. We will leave it as it is. And Z square will become 2Z dou Z by dou X.
Okay.
Because Z has X. So Z is not a constant.
Okay.
So when we are differentiating with respect to X, the other variable with it, the other independent variable, we treat it as a constant. So Y treated as a constant, but Z is not.
Okay.
Because Z has X. Is this clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now the right hand side was easier. Now tell me about the left hand side.
It's sine minus sine.
Minus sine X, Y, Z as it is.
And
one minute. Del by X of X, Y, Z, right?
Yeah.
This is how the chain rule applies.
Yeah.
So it is minus sine X, Y, Z. Okay. Now when you doing a partial derivative, do you see Y is a constant?
Yeah.
But then now we have to differentiate X and Z. So I'll keep Y constant outside. And X times Z, we will use a product rule here.
Okay.
Do you know product rule?
It's Z
X del Z by del X plus Z derivative of X is 1. Okay. Is equal to 2xy square plus 2z del Z by del X. We've got the answer. How will you do this now? You just have to club the terms now. This is going to be Y times Y multiplied with the whole thing, right? Y times X times del Z by del X times this. So let me write minus XY sine XYZ del Z by del X minus sine XYZ and this Z. Are you following this? I multiplied this whole thing inside. This will be YZ.
Okay.
And on the right hand side, this is going to be 2xy square plus 2z del Z by del X.
Okay.
Now what you'll do, you're supposed to find out del Z by del X, right? So why don't you club this term with this term? I'll take this on the other side.
Okay.
And this term on the other side. Tell me what you will get. 2z del Z by del X plus, this goes on the other side, right? XY sine XYZ. I can take del Z by del X common. Is it correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took this term on this side. So I'll take this term on the other side. So it will be minus yz sine xyz minus 2xy square. Now this goes in denominator and you get the answer.
Okay.
Now, how will you do the other one? That you do on your own.
So x will be constant.
Yes. So now this will be differentiate partially to y you will do. You will treat a y, x as a constant. Tell me now, fatafat. Just tell me the first step now. Minus.
Minus sine xyz
Yes.
dy
Yes. d by dy
xyz
xyz
equals 2xy, no, x squared 2y.
Perfect.
Yeah. Plus 2z dz
Yes.
over dy.
dz over dy. And it's the same story. I'm sure you can do this now. Shall we go to the next one?
It will be the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do it.
yeah. So I'm saving this.
Uh-huh.
Let's do the next one.
So we don't have the formula for the z over dx, right?
So it's the same derivative. It is just a derivative. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit of story about this so that you understand things better. Look,
Because in the number 2, I use the formula for the z over dx.
what formula did you use?
Is it
The
like
same.
it's not formula, it's derivative, right? Yeah.
Okay. I just give you a bit of background. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
When you have y as a function of x, okay, when we are in the lower standards or doing it in school, we have only two axes, no, x and y.
Yeah.
And then y as a function of x is how we write it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can have y or f of x can be written as sine x. There is only one independent variable and one dependent variable. So we say, hey, we can do dy over dx. Do you know it's a rate of change of y with respect to x?
Yeah.
It is dy over dx simply means rate of change of y with respect to x. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So now what happens
Yes.
if you have x, u, and y? Now we have multiple variables. So now your y will dependent on x and u, let's say. What is the example of that? Y will be sine xu. So do you understand the value of y will change when you change x or you change y? So y is dependent on x and u. For different values of x and u, you will get different values of y.
Yeah.
Now when that happens, okay, you need to use partial derivative. And what we do in partial derivative is I want to find the rate of change of y with respect to x only, so that I want to understand the effect of x on y.
Okay.
And while I do that, I will keep u as a constant. So that I just, keep this shut and only work what is the rate of change of y with respect to x.
Okay.
Or in some cases, I want to find out rate of change of y with respect to u. Okay, then I keep the x shut. Just give me one more minute. I'll just give you an example. Look, there is a real application to this thing. Say y is a profit of a business. Y is a variable, right? I'm doing some business and y is the profit that I make in that business. Okay. And my profit depends on quality of the product and how much marketing I do.
Okay.
So now I want to see the rate of change of profit with respect to quality. Now, what is the effect of quality on the profit? If I increase the quality, my profit will increase. And that time, I don't want to talk about marketing. There are completely different aspects.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to quality department of my company. So I will only find out dy by dx. And when I'm talking to my marketing head, I will say, hey, how is your marketing doing for my profit? Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to check rate of change of profit with respect to marketing. And while I'm talking in terms of marketing, I don't want to talk in terms of quality. So I should keep it quite constant, right?
Yeah.
That is the basic idea. So when you have only two variables, one independent and one dependent, you don't need partial differentiation. But when you have multiple independent variables, you need partial differentiation.
Yeah.
That is the basic idea. Have you followed what I said?
Yeah.
Perfect. So this is the main idea of this whole thing. Anyway, let's go to the next one now.
He just put the solutions, like we didn't find the morning, the number 11. Right? Do you remember that?
Do you have the solution?
Yeah, I will send it to you
Perfect.
right away.
With the
He
solution?
did, but I can't understand how he did.
No problem. Can you solve question number 7 on your own?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I just want to go over the number 10, 11,
okay.
and I just a minute.
Well, for 10th, we have already done B part. C part.
He did.
Send me. You can send me on WhatsApp.
Yeah. I will send. He usually asks the questions like the review. He just changed the numbers. So if I learn this, I think it will be okay.
Okay.
I'm just sending you.
You go to Friendly University, is it?
Sorry?
Your university is friendly.
I couldn't. Friendly?
Yeah.
That teacher is better than the one that I took past.
Okay.
He is good, this one.
Okay. Which university do you go to?
It's college, not the university. I will transfer to university this semester.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell me, which one do you want?
I want 10 AB, AB, C, E, and F. He won't ask him that test.
Oh, I understood. Now I understood 10A.
I want to go over 11.
Should I tell you 10A? 10A is a very conceptual question. It has got an important concept.
Okay. For the 10A?
10A, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now can you read the question? I'm looking at the solution.
It's integral going to 0 to 1. Square root x, y.
Square root of x and?
No, just y, not x.
Y?
To 1.
Y to 1?
Square root y, sorry.
Square root y to 1?
Yeah. And square root x to the 3 plus 1. Are
you reading 10A?
Sorry?
Are you reading 10A?
Yeah. X
1 minute.
to the 3.
Just give me 1 minute. I'm not understanding this. 10A. Yeah, 0 to 1, square root y to 1, square root of x cube plus 1, dx dy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I'll tell you what this question is. Okay. This did not click in my head. I could not understand this yesterday, but looking at the solution now, I know what it's doing. Look, these are the limits of x. Do you know why?
Yeah, the x is first one. Dx dy.
Yeah, you can look at it that way. Also, just remember one more thing: when the limits are in terms of y, They are always limits of x.
Okay.
Okay. And if these are the limits of x, they are limit of y. Or you can see it from here also. You're correct.
Okay. Okay.
Now, the thing is, this cannot be integrated. Okay. Integration of square root of x cube plus 1 dx. No answer.
Why?
You just can't solve because this is not a standard formula. Okay. There is no way you can solve it.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday we were stuck at this point only.
Okay.
That we just could not solve this integral, isn't it?
Okay.
Now I'll tell you the trick. Tell me limits of y are from 0 to 1. You see? And limits of x are from square root of y to x equal to 1. Right? Now, you have to understand that when we have vertical strip, when we take vertical strip, do you know we get y lower is the lower end of the strip and y upper as an upper end of the strip?
Yeah.
You can go horizontal strip and then left end is x lower limit and right end is x upper limit. Do you know this?
Yes.
So do you see x lower and x upper? This is the lower limit and this is the upper limit.
Yeah.
So what if I square this? I get x square equal to y. This is a parabola, right?
Yes.
So the lower limit is a parabola and x equal to 1 is a straight line.
Okay.
So now we have to work reverse and find out the area. See, pay attention, okay? This is x versus y.
Yes.
Now you tell me what is limits for y?
0 to 1.
0 to 1. Y equal to 0 is x-axis, no?
Yes.
So y equals 0 is this lower limit.
Yeah.
And y is equal to 1 is?
Up 1.
9.
Yeah.
Has to be. So do you know that your y has to be, it has to be all between these two lines?
Yes.
Okay, because the limits are from 0 to 1. Okay. Now, we know that the limits, these limits are of x. That means we are talking about a horizontal strip. And horizontal strip such that its lower limit is parabola.
Yeah.
And its upper limit is a straight line. What is straight line x equal to 1 will be? This is x equal to,
yeah, this one.
X equal to 1. And what is x square equal to y parabola going to be? Is it this parabola?
Yes.
This parabola. Okay. Now, can you understand your strip has to be here?
Okay.
So that x lower will be parabola and x upper will be the line.
Okay.
And then the area will be this. Do you understand the area?
Yes.
Stop me immediately if you don't understand something.
I did.
Okay. So now this is the area. Now what trick we will do here is we will convert this vertical strip, horizontal strip into vertical strip.
Okay.
Now just see what happens. What is y lower now?
0.
Perfect. What is y upper now?
Square root y.
Y upper would be x square, right?
Yeah.
That's the parabola, right? The equation of this parabola is x square equal to y.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, and then tell me what is the left and rightmost bound? Is it x equal to 0 to x equal to 1?
Yes.
So now let me continue writing here. As per vertical strip, x will go from 0 to 1 and y will go from 0 to x square. Now these are the limits I'm getting from the vertical strip, the red strip. So let me write the integration. Now this was our integration I. Okay. Now this integration, you always remember the constant limits are always for the outside integral.
Okay.
Okay. Remember this point. So the limits of x are from 0 to 1 and limits of y are from 0 to x square. Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is going to be dy first and dx later. This is the other way around. This is called as changing the order of integration.
Okay.
It is called as changing order of integration.
Okay.
So now we will integrate which integral first?
Y.
Okay. So while integrating y, can we say x cube plus 1 is a constant?
Yes.
So what remains is just 1. What is integration of 1 y?
Y.
Put upper limit and lower limit, what will you get?
X square.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Now once you get it like this, now you can easily solve.
Okay.
Let me save first, 1 minute. So what we have done is, now before I save it, what we have done is that we could not integrate this.
How we know that we can't integrate?
Because I was stuck at this yesterday, right?
Yes.
There is no integration can be only solved if you have a standard formula to it.
Okay.
If there is no standard formula to this, you can't find the answer.
Okay.
So we have to find out a tricks or ways to solve this even in that case.
Why we don't write the x 1 to the 2 over 1, 1 over 2?
8 minutes. 1 minute, I'll tell you. Integration square root of x plus 1 dx has the answer.
Yeah.
Which will be x plus 1 power 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2. This has the answer. But even if you have integration of x square plus 1 dx, I think this also has an answer. Even this has some formula. I guess there is a formula.
Okay.
But if you have x cube or x raised to 4 or x raised to 14, you just can't solve it.
Oh, the x square, we can't write the first one.
I guess, though, but there is a difficult formula to that.
Oh, why we can't?
There is a long formula for that.
Wow. So just we can write the x1 inside the square.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Again, what did you say just now?
I just got it.
You got it?
Yeah. It just, when we have square root inside, it should be the x plus 1, not x square or x to the something.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Rajbin, I still have to explain this to you. 1 minute.
Sorry?
I have to still explain.
No. I got it.
Give me 1 minute only.
Okay.
Do you know integration of sine x?
Yeah.
What is
minus
that?
cosine.
Do you know integration of sine x square?
No, it's different. Yeah, I got it right now.
No answer.
No answer?
Yes, you don't get the answer to this.
Why?
Because there is no formula. Like sine x has a formula which says minus cos x. Sine x square, if you have something like this, you just can't solve. There is no answer to this.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Are we clear about this?
Yeah.
Okay. So what trick we did is we just changed the order.
Okay.
Tell me what happened when I changed dx dy to dy dx. I will integrate y first, right?
Yes.
And when I integrate y first, I'm keeping x as a constant. So this simply goes out of the integral, and now I can easily solve this part.
Okay.
And then I solved. So I got the integration of 1 as y.
Can you keep going that problem?
Okay. So you understood this part, right? So we are here right now.
Yes. Yes. I got it. Okay.
Now let me clear some space here.
That's the trick that I didn't know that.
Okay.
In the exam, I got it.
Even I could not solve yesterday. Do you see?
Yeah.
But then this is a typical question. It's a question where you have to deal with it like this. So now I want to solve integration x equals 0 to 1. Then this is square root of x cube plus 1 x square dx. Now in this case it is going to be very easy. Look, whenever you have an integration, okay, the best way to solve an integral is by method of substitution. So we will substitute, or we will put x cube plus 1 equals t.
Okay.
So if I differentiate this, we will get 3x square dt over dx.
Okay.
So I will take 3 on this side, dx on the other side. I'll get x square dx is equal to dt over 3.
Okay. So we will write the dt over 3.
For this,
okay. Okay.
Write t for this.
Okay.
Let's quickly finish it now. I equals integral. This will become square root of t. This value is t. And this will become dt over 3. Is it correct?
Yes.
But do you know that we have to change the limits also? X was going from 0 to 1. Then t will go from, put x 0 here.
D.
T is 1.
Take 1 to the
1 to 2. Put x as 1, right? You understand?
Yeah, but on the answer it's different.
No, don't worry. We'll get the answer. If you put x as 1 here, you'll get 1 cube 1, 1 plus 1, 2. The t value will become 2. So t is going to be from 1 to 2. So then you'll get I equals, okay, now we can solve this. I'll keep that 1 by 3 outside. And then the integration of t will be t to the 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. And this will go from 1 to 2. So the answer will be 1/3 times 2/3.
Yeah.
And 2 to the 3 over 2 minus 1 to the 3 over 2. Yes or no?
Yes. 2 over 9.
So this will be 2 over 9. We can write it as 2 cubed to the half minus 1. Okay. Then that will be equal to 2 over 9. 2 cube is 8. 8, this is square root of 8 minus 1. This is the answer.
But why it's like the answer is same, but the way is wrong, different.
1 minute. Let me see the answer. Not matching, is it?
It's matching, but it's not matching.
Let me see. Oh, that's 2 root 2. That's all correct. 8 is 2 root 2, right? 8 is
It's correct, yeah.
2 root 2. It's a correct answer.
But how he like his ways is easier, I think.
No, his way is not easier. He has just skipped all the steps.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's the integral is going to 0 to 1.
Because
but you did
he
1
did
to
just
2.
substitute. You should ideally substitute and solve like this. It's much easier that way.
Oh, he just passed the.
Or you can remember like this. 1 minute. Do you know this? Only if you know this formula, then you can write like he did. I'll show you how he did. It's the same thing essentially, but then you can remember it as a formula so that you can solve much faster. Okay, do you know integration of f of x, f prime of x divided by f of x dx is log fx?
Yeah, you showed me the from the last classes.
So now you have one
Yeah,
more formula. I think I gave you that time this formula also. If you have function raised to n, and if you have f prime of x dx, then the answer is f of x to the n plus 1 divided by n plus 1.
Okay.
So now this integration x equals 0 to 1. Do you see it is x cube plus 1 raised to half?
Yes.
And then this is x square dx. Okay, now watch out for this. Okay, I'm going to use this formula now. Okay, this is the function.
Okay.
This is f of x. So we got this. This is n.
Okay.
This. Now, what is the derivative of x cube plus 1? 3x square. So we have x square. Can we attach 3?
Yeah.
Then I can write 1 by 3 outside.
Okay.
So is this the exact situation as per the formula? F of x power n, f prime of x dx. Yes.
Yes.
Now, if this is the case, what is the answer? F of x is x cube plus 1.
X cube plus 1.
Okay.
Over.
N plus 1 is half plus 1, which is 3 over 2.
Over 3 over
3 over 2 divided
over 3 over
3 over 2.
Okay.
And then the limits will go from 0 to 1. Is this what he did?
Yeah.
Without an explanation, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And then I forgot this 3, 1 over 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe you want to remember this.
Okay.
Or you can do this. It's the same thing.
I will remember.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Which next question do you want?
10b.
Hey, we did 10b, right?
Yeah, but it's different. If you look at the solution.
1 minute. Oh. I think we have drawn the circle wrong. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, where are the yesterdays working? Oh,
Very different.
No, not very different. We just made one mistake here. What is the center of a circle?
Oh, 0 to 1. Oh, yeah.
Right?
It should be 1 to 0.
Yes, so the center should have been here. And then circle should have been this.
Okay.
So what the question that we have solved yesterday, Roshbin, the question we have solved yesterday was x square plus y square minus 2x here. Right? So this same method
Yes.
will apply. Same method.
But that one looks...
That one looks very different. Let me see.
Yeah. I couldn't understand.
1 minute. See that? Bigger circle and a smaller circle.
Okay.
I asked you, right, whether you're going to use, this is done by using polar form. It's r and theta, right? Do you remember I told you it's going to be much easier by solving using polar form, and you said it's not there in the syllabus?
No, I don't remember.
You see, this is a vertical strip.
Yes.
You can have a horizontal strip, and I said it can be radial strip also.
Okay.
So this is done by radial method.
Okay.
Shall we quickly do it? It will take no time.
Can we do it?
Yes, let's do it.
You said it will take a long time?
No, it is easier, I said, but you said it is not.
Oh, okay. Okay. If it is easy, can we do it?
Yes, we should do. But then you said it's not there, so I did not solve that question.
I don't remember, sorry.
No problem. You will see that in the video. Anyways, now,
okay.
So here, it's like this. So we remember the situation, right? So we can now quickly draw the diagram. Okay. You have one big circle. I hope you remember the radius was 2.
Yes.
This is 2. And we drawn circle here, which was a mistake. The circle should have been here.
How we know that it will be here, there?
Because the center is 0, 1. This is 0, 1.
How you found that?
Oh, we've done that, right? X square plus y square minus y minus 2y equal to 0. Do you remember I told you a formula x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0?
Yes.
And then the center is minus g minus f.
Yes.
And the radius is square root of g square plus f square minus c.
Okay.
So that way you can find out here, if you compare, what is f?
Minus 2.
Minus 1.
Oh, minus 1.
2f is minus 2. So f is minus 1. What is x? What is g?
0.
What is c?
0.
So you have a center will become what? G is 0.
0 to 1.
To 1.
Okay.
And then this will become square root of 0 plus 1 plus 0. 1.
Okay.
So what is the center now? 0, 1. What is radius? 1. Do you see center 0, 1 and radius 1?
Yes.
That's how I got it. Okay. Is the diagram very clear?
Yes. I got it.
Yes. So even I had a mistake yesterday. And the mistake was we have drawn the circle other way around. Okay. Now, before we start solving this question, I want to tell you a few basics here. Okay. About polar form real quick. You have two systems. One is called as a rectangular, where we have x, y. And other is called as polar, where we have r, theta. Do you know this?
Yes.
So what is the relation between the two? X equals r cos theta.
Y equals r sine theta.
Right? And do you know dx dy?
Oh yes, I remember.
Dx dy is r d theta. Okay. Now, if you have a circle like this, with a diameter a,
Okay.
not radius, diameter a,
Okay.
then you have this circle's equation is r equals a cos theta.
Okay.
If you have a circle like this with
A
a
sine
diameter,
theta.
yes, this is r equals a sine theta. Now I can prove this. I don't want to get into that right now.
No.
So if you have a circle touching y-axis, it is r equal to a cos theta. If you have circle touching x-axis, it is r equal to a sine theta.
Okay.
Good. And if you have a circle like this, and if it has a radius a, then this is r equals a.
Okay.
Because r, okay, now understand here one very important point, that r is a distance from origin. And theta is angle.
Yeah, okay.
Angle with the positive x-axis, angle with this. Correct?
Yes.
Repeat, r is what?
A sine theta.
Distance from origin. How far it is from the origin?
2.
And theta is the angle.
Okay.
Okay. So now what is the area of, what area did they say that we, in the question says that the area is between these two circles. Is it correct?
Yeah.
So we have to work on this area.
Okay.
Now this problem can be solved in 3 different ways. You can solve using a vertical strip. You can solve using a horizontal strip, or you can solve using a radial strip.
Okay.
So we have already done vertical and horizontal. Let's skip that. Okay. Let us talk about radial strip. Okay. Now you have to understand that radial strip is very good when you have circles.
Okay.
I'll write down here. Polar is good for circles. Circular shapes. Okay. Always remember, when you have rectangles, lines, use rectangular. When you have circles, parabola, you use polar.
Okay.
It just works very well for circles. Anyways, now for polar, this is the pole. The center is a pole. And we draw a strip like this. Now this strip is fixed at origin. Okay, it is hinged or fixed here. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So this strip is little misleading, but let me draw a strip like this. Do you understand this is not the area that we are talking about?
Yeah.
The strip will start from here and go on till here.
Okay.
Over here also, it is not anything over here, and then it's going like this. Over here also, it is only till here to here.
Okay.
Do you understand, no matter what, the lower end of the strip
it will be same
is on this circle?
Okay.
Can you tell me equation of this circle?
X square. Oh yeah, 1 sine. Yeah. The big one is just A.
Yes, which is 2, right? Which is 2.
2A. Okay. Oh yeah, the
A is 2.
Yeah. Okay.
You get the point, right? Okay. So tell me, what is R lower? r, the lower end is sine theta. Please don't say yes if you don't understand.
I understand.
Good.
Just I understand.
Tell me about this one. Now this r will be 2. Right?
So integral will go into sine alpha to 2.
Sine theta to 2. Yes.
Sine theta, yeah.
Yes.
2, 2.
And then
okay.
Now you tell me what is the lower. Can the strip go here?
No.
Why? Because it has to be in the area only, shaded area.
Yeah.
What is the lowest end? Theta equal to 0, right? This line.
0. Yeah.
Tell me about the highest end.
Pi over 2.
We got the limits, no?
Yeah.
What are the limits? Theta goes from 0 to pi over 2. And r will go from sine theta to 2. Okay. Now go back to question. See what the question is.
Why? Just why?
Okay. So what you'll write for y?
Why the r the why r the r? Yeah.
Y is r sine theta, right?
Yeah.
And what is dA going to be?
R d theta.
dA is dx dy, which is r dr d.
D theta.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is the integral now. Now which one will you evaluate first?
R, the r.
Perfect. 0 to pi over 2. I will keep sine theta outside. Integral r will go from sine theta to 2. This will become r and
R square.
R square dr and d theta.
Okay.
I is equal to integration theta equal to 0 to pi over 2.
Pi over 2.
Sine theta will
R square.
R cube over 3.
Yeah. 2 sine theta between d theta. Yes.
Can you solve this on your own now?
Yeah, but yeah, I think I can.
It will take no time. Let's finish it fast. Tell me.
Okay.
This will be 1 over 3 outside. Theta will go from 0 to pi over 2. Then this sine theta remains as it is. Upper limit will become 8. Lower limit will become sine cube theta d theta. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, what is the integration going to be? Let me skip some steps now. 8 sine theta, what is the integration? Minus 8 cos theta. Oh, sorry. No, 1 minute. The first part is easy. The second part is not. 1 minute. 1/3. Then there is a bracket. First integration is very simple, no? What is that? Minus 8 cos.
8 cos theta.
That will go from 0 to pi over 2. Right?
Yeah.
Minus
0 to pi over 2.
0 to pi over 2.
Sine cube. Yeah.
Now, how do you solve this question? I have a technique of solving this. I'll tell you the technique. Do you know beta gamma functions?
Did you screenshot the...
You have a video, don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But it takes time, that's why.
Yeah, right. I think I forgot to take the screenshot of this. Yes, tell me. Let us see what your professor has done.
He skipped a lot of things.
Yes. A lot of things he has skipped.
That's why I can't understand him.
Oh, it's a bad way of solving. I have a smarter way.
Sorry?
It's a bad method of solving. I have a smarter way.
Okay.
Once again, I have a formula. When you have integration 0 to pi over 2, sine theta to the power p, cos theta to the power q, d theta. You write this as half beta p plus 1 over 2, comma q plus 1 over 2.
It's just for the sine and cosine, right?
Yes, if you have this type of integral, you can use this formula.
If it says sine to the p and cosine to the p, can we use that formula?
P and q can be any numbers, right?
Oh, it can be same number.
Same number, different number, 0, 1, whatever.
Okay.
You see integration 0 to pi over 2 sine raised to 4 theta has got cos raised to 0 theta, no?
Okay.
This has got cos to the 0 theta, right? So what will be the answer? Half beta pi over 2, comma 1 over 2.
Oh, yes.
1 over 2. What is beta? Now you have to remember this. This is, do you know gamma functions?
No.
Gamma 5 over 2, gamma 1 over 2 divided by gamma 5 over 2 plus 1 over 2. That's all these are formulae.
I don't know.
So you have half. This will become 5 plus 1, 6 over 2, gamma 3. Then this is gamma 5 over 2, gamma 1 over 2. Then
What is gamma?
I'll show you. Gamma 3 is 2 factorial.
Wow, I don't know.
Okay. And then if you have a fraction like this, okay, see how I write it. If you have 5 over 2, you write 3 over 2, 1 over 2, gamma 1 over 2. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll tell you.
I know what is fraction,
Okay.
but
No, if you have 5 over 2, gamma 5 over 2, you will subtract 1.
Okay.
So 5 over 2 minus 1 is 3 over 2. 3 over 2 minus 1 is 1 over 2.
Okay.
And when you reach to 1 over 2, just repeat it.
Okay.
And then this is gamma 1 over 2.
Okay.
And then the answer would be 1 over 2. 2 factorial is just 2. This is 3 over 2 times 1 over 2. Gamma 1 over 2 is root pi. Gamma 1 over 2 is root pi. What is the answer then?
1 over
2 times 2, 4. 4 4s are 16.
1 over 4 over 4.
3 pi over 16. That is the answer of this thing.
Is this formula just for the 0 to pi over 2, right?
Yes, it's only for 0 to pi over 2.
Okay.
But it is standard, you always get 0 to pi over 2. So we have simplified this life. We have simplified our life.
If you know that formula,
1 minute. Let us complete that.
It looks hard.
No, it's not.
To remember.
Yeah, I'll tell you the other way also. Look, let us write 1 over 3. Okay, let us solve this, no? Tell me what is cos 90? 0.
Yes.
Cos pi over 2 is 0. And cos 0 is 1. So it is minus plus 8. Minus. This answer is 3 pi over 16.
Okay.
I equals 1 over 3. 8 minus 3 pi over 16. Is this the same answer that he has got? Bolna.
No.
We can take I inside, right?
It's 4 minus.
What is the answer? I can't even read the answer. What? Hello? 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 See, if you have integration sine raised to 4 theta d theta, that's what we need to find out here. What we do is we write it as sine raised to 4 theta as sine square theta the whole square.
Oh, yeah.
1 minus cos 2 theta over 2 the whole square. And then we square it. So it is 1 over 4 out. 1 minus 2 cos 2 theta plus cos square 2 theta d theta. The whole square.
Okay.
Sorry. We squared it. Sine raised to 4 theta d theta is sine square theta square. Then sine square is nothing but 1 minus, you know this formula, right?
Yes.
1 minus cos 2 theta over 2 and the whole square will give me 1 over 2 becomes 1 over 4.
Yeah.
If you square it, it's going to be 1 minus 2 cos 2 theta plus cos square 2 theta. Okay, so you get 1 over 4. Follow. Theta minus 2 sine 2 theta over 2. Oh shit, sorry. Do you see, even we don't have formula for cos square 2 theta? Can you integrate cos square 2 theta? You can't. You can integrate this, but you can't integrate cos square 2 theta.
Yeah.
What will you do? You will write cos square 2 theta as 1 plus cos 4 theta over 2 the whole square. Sorry, not the whole square. You need to know these two formulae. Do you know sine square theta as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 and cos square theta as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2? Do you know this?
Yes.
So I have cos square 2 theta, right? It will become 1 plus cos 4 theta over 2. So now you simplify this. What will that be? 1 over 8. I took this 2 out.
Okay.
So it is 1 over 8. This will become 2, no? Do you understand?
Yes.
Then next will be, tell me.
How it becomes a 2, 1?
Now what I'll do is, 1 minute, let me write it. 1 minus 2 cos 2 theta plus 1 minute. This is 1 over 4, the original 1 over 4. This is 1 minus 2 cos 2 theta plus 1 over 2 plus cos 4 theta over 2. Is it correct? Okay. Now I can do the adjustment like this. I can write 2 over 2. 2 over 2. So that I can take 2 out.
Okay.
From every term. So this becomes 1 over 8.
Okay.
And then what remains inside? 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Cos 2 theta plus 1 plus cos 4 theta. D. So this is 2 and this is 1. So it will become 3.
Okay.
Tell me integration now. 1 over 8. 3 theta.
3 theta minus 4 sine 2 1 over 2. Yeah. Plus 4
sine 4 theta.
Over 4.
Will go from
0 to pi over 2.
This is another way of solving.
It's long.
But if you have a sine raised to 5 or anything crazy, then it becomes very difficult. Okay? But otherwise you can solve. In this question, you can solve.
Okay.
Save.
Okay.
Which next question shall we see? Which next question you want to see?
Yes.
Which one is the next?
It's 10C, I think.
I think we can see.
No, you can pass that one. I can do it.
You can, right? So let me
Yeah.
share. Let me share. Let me share my screen.
Can we do 10b?
Shall we see the solution if we can? If you can understand from the answer that he has given you?
Yeah. For C, I can understand, but D looks different.
Okay. What is the D question?
Is bounded by. When it says bounded or something different.
This is the cone question, right?
Cone? It says parabolic.
1 minute. 10D.
10D, yeah.
Oh, paraboloid and the plane. Paraboloid and plane. I think I'll solve that one.
So what?
I'll solve this one.
Okay.
We should see the question that we couldn't solve yesterday. Do you remember
11A and B.
the cylinder one, right?
Yeah, 11A and C, not the B. He won't ask to B.
11. Oh,
A and C.
A he did not do.
He will do it.
Is this 11A?
Yeah.
So the limits of Z, limits of X are from 0 to 1. This is exactly what I told you, right? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think he did it wrong. It's not cylinder.
It's not cylinder, right?
Yeah.
And did I tell you the limits Z equal to Y square to 1? Oh. Okay, now that we have the solution, let's try to solve 11A first.
Okay. How he found these bounded?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay, which one are we doing?
11A.
Okay. So if we have 11A, solid enclosed by, this is not a cylinder for sure. What are the enclosures? What are the bounds? These are called as bounds. Okay. The bounds are Z equals Y square, X equals 0, and X plus Z is equal to 1. Okay. And we want to find the volume, right? So volume is simple integration dV or dx, dy, dz.
Okay.
So now, what you do is, first try to find out limits from the, don't draw diagram at all. You don't really need diagram.
Okay.
So instead of that, what you can do is, do you clearly see X equal to 0 is one of the boundary? So from here, you simply write down X lower is 0. And this does not have X at all, right? This is Z and Y square. No, there is no X.
Yes.
This cannot be used for X. So instead of that, you can use this one.
Okay.
What do you get? X upper 1 minus Z.
Is this Z or?
It's Z.
Okay.
So now this will be integration X equals 0 to 1 minus Z dx. You will solve first. What is outside? Y and Z is still remaining. Dy dz is remaining. What do you get? Y and Z. What is the integration of 1? X. 1 minus Z. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now talk about this level. Do you see it's only Y and Z? Because X is already integrated, it's gone. It is evaluated already. So now you can reduce your bounds also. this will come as it is. Because you only want y and z. This you will not take. Because it is of x. This you will take as z equals 1. Get rid of x.
Okay.
Why are we doing that?
So,
because x is not there, no? X is already evaluated.
Yeah.
So the next limits are z equal to 1 to I square. And whichever way you write is fine, okay?
Okay.
So this is going to be from 1 to I square. And we'll integrate dz first, dy later.
Okay.
Tell me what you will get. Y is still remaining. Integration of 1 minus z will be z minus z square by 2.
Z.
From 1 to I square dy. V equals integration y. This will be y square.
Y square minus y
minus 1 minus half. Is it correct?
Yes.
So what do you get? V. Integration y. This is y square minus y to the 4 divided by 2 minus half. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we've got this. This is all good. Now only big problem here is what is going to be the limits of y. Now this is the biggest question. That's the trickiest part of the problem. That now we don't have limits for y, right?
Yes.
How will you get limits for y?
It's one of them is 1 because z equals 1.
Yes.
So we will put the first one. The y will equals 1 too.
The first one will be?
Will be 1.
Now limits of y is the challenge. You see in the solution he has done it already.
Yeah, but how?
X is between 0 and 1 minus z.
How we know?
1 minute. Okay. Do we at least know x from here? 1 is x equal to 0. The lowest value is 0. Look, x equal to 0 is a boundary or a bound. So it cannot be less than 0. Okay. And the highest bound of x is what? 1 minus z, right?
Yes.
From this. From this I've got this. From this I've got this. Correct?
Yes.
So what if I add z on all sides?
How?
Now what you do is you have to reduce it to y. Okay. You have to use these relations and reduce it to y. 0 is less than equal to x is less than equal to 1 minus z. That's why y square is less than equal to z is less than equal to 1. Z is y square. What if we add 1? If we add 1 all sides then? Okay, what if we subtract 1? Minus 1, minus 1. We can do it on all sides, right? So I'll get minus 1 less than equal to, what is x minus 1? X plus z is equal to 1. So x minus 1 is z, no?
I think he's found from the
no, I got it. You're just simplifying like this.
He just did the graph.
No, listen. See this relation, have you understood or no?
Yeah, I did.
So if I subtract -1 from this, this and this, it is just a way of adjusting things.
Okay.
So if I subtract -1 from all sides, it will become -1 here. This will become x -1. What is x -1?
Z.
That's how I got this as z. And what is this here? 1 and -1 will cancel out. This is minus z, right?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know z is equal to y square?
Yes.
So we have to use z equal to y square somehow. No, I'm really stuck at this.
Yes.
Logically, we can write this down actually, you know. This is not really working out somehow. I will have to look at it. But we can easily draw and see, you know. Look.
Yeah, I think so. He found from the graph.
Yeah, this has to be found from the graph only. So z equal to y square is this parabola, right?
Is this?
Yes.
But he did so different.
No, z equal to y square is a parabola, right?
Okay.
X equal to y square is a parabola which is symmetric about y.
Yeah.
So same logic goes here. When you have z equal to y square, it is parabola which is symmetric about y.
Okay.
Y is over here, right? Okay, let me make it a bit easier for you. What if I call this as y and this as x and this as z? Tell me. Let's call this as z and this as x. I can call whichever one I want.
He did the different way, like he did z equals y.
No, 1 minute. Just tell me about this now. If you have z equal to y square how will be z equal to y square parabola in this situation?
Like you did, yeah.
Like this? Is it correct?
Yeah.
So now x equal to 0. What is x equal to 0? X equal to 0 is yz plane, right? X equal to 0 is this plane. X equal to 0 is a yz plane. And x plus z equal to 1. No, I don't know. I can't draw the diagonal.
Did you look the solution?
The solution has this method. You see right side of the diagonal.
He found from the graph.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you see y and z are y and y z equal to y square. Z equal to y square. How is this parabola? Is it symmetric about?
I don't know.
1 minute. Y square equal to 4ax is this parabola. Oh, when it is y square, it is symmetric about x-axis. Oh, sorry. When it is y square, it is symmetric about z-axis. Sorry. When it is y square, it is symmetric about z-axis. So you have y and z. Y square is symmetric about z-axis. So the parabola is going to be like this. This is correct. Okay. Ashwin?
Okay.
Okay, this is correct. Then we know that x is between 0 and 1 minus z from here. This is also good.
Yeah. Yes.
It is all in terms of y and z. So we should get it all in terms of y and z. So we have to get rid of this x. So z will be between y square to 1. Z will be between y square to 1.
Y square to 1.
Z will be between y square to 1.
How?
Z will be between y square.
How we know that?
No, you have to give me some time. Give me some time on this. Okay. 10 days a new question. Okay. Let us do that. What is it? What does it say? Triple integration over
Yeah.
E. This is x square y square dv, where E is bounded by E bounds. What are the bounds for E? Z equals 1 minus
X square
minus 1.
minus Y square.
The paraboloid and the plane Z equals. So do we have limits of Z straight away?
Limits of Z?
Yes. So here we don't know x and y, but we know Z.
Yeah, it's 0 to 1 minus X square minus Y square.
So x square and y square are constants. So I'll do dz and dx dy for later. Right?
Yes.
What is the answer I'll get? Double integration xy, x square y square. And this will be 1 minus x square minus y square. And this is dx dy. Do you see now the integral is only in terms of x and y?
Yes.
Now the integral is only in terms of x and y. So we have to figure out limits of x and y. So you tell me, how do we reduce our bounds also? This will to go away. This will become what? 0 equal to 1 minus x square minus y square.
Yes.
Because we are making z 0. Why are we making z 0?
It says it's 0.
Z is eliminated, right? Now you have to understand that here you had 3 variables. Which variables you had?
X, y, z.
X, y, z. And now you have how many variables here?
2. X, y.
Correct? You get z 0 here, you'll get something like this. This will be x square plus y square equals 1. Correct?
Yes.
What is x square plus y square equal to 1 means?
Circle.
Circle, right? And now you have only xy plane, right?
Yes.
And x square plus y square equal to 1 is a circle like this. Center is 0, 0, radius is 1. So you will take the strip like this. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So in that case, let us see his solution. Now in that case, what is the limit of r? 0 to 1. What is the limit of theta? This entire area you will take, no? So r will go from 0 to 1. Yes?
Yes.
And theta will go from 0 to 2 pi. The strip will go one complete circle, no? Like this.
Yes.
So 0 to 2 pi is the range.
Yeah.
So I will become integration. Theta will go from 0 to 2 pi. R will go from 0 to 1.
Yes.
And now we are, of course, getting in terms of R and J. Why are we converting into R theta? What do you remember I told you? That whenever you have a circle, you always convert into R theta. It becomes always easier.
Yes.
Tell me.
X will be R sine theta. R cosine theta.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And now first you'll solve integration of r, and then like 5 minutes. And then you will solve integration of theta.
Yes.
Theta equal to 0 to 2 pi. Then this is sine square theta, cos square theta, d theta out. How many r's do you have? 2 to 4, 5, 2
And
to
also r square.
5, multiply here. So it is r to the 5 minus r to the 7. This is correct.
Yes.
And then just keep on solving. But it's not going to be easy. Okay. Integration of theta we will do later. Tell me about this. This will become r to the 6 by 6. R to the 8 by 8 will go from 0 to 1.
dr.
I will do
dr theta.
So it will be 1 over 6 minus 1 over 8. 1 over 6 minus 1 over 8. Lower limit is 0.
Yes.
So you'll get this answer as whatever. 52 is the common base bit.
I got it. Okay.
And then you have to solve this.
Okay.
How do you solve this?
The 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. Yeah.
And cos square theta will be 1 plus cos.
Oh.
And then you multiply and all of that and solve. And then you'll get the answer.
Okay. Okay.